to your Facebook page or something too, you can add it.
How many does it go to? 5, right?
In this case, it'll go to 3. So we'd still be kind of short in one of us.
Well, you're paying for it. So, like I said, I can send you 10, man, to split it. I don't want you having to take the.
It's not a big deal.
Convince work to pay for it.
Right.
It's an important tool for communication and making videos.
I can try. I'll see if they'll allow it. I'll show you this this new weird background that I got through Canva. I redid my my banner across the top of YouTube. How it has to be like a stupid size. It's so hard to get the right size for it. So I redid that earlier.
Yeah, Chesley watched a little bit of what we did because it went to basically you needed a link to be able to go and view it because it was unlisted. But I went through and I deleted it, so it's gone now. But she listened to it and she said, I would definitely need a better mic. I was like, well, thanks. She said there's a bit of an echo because of how this is supposed to pick up me talking. So she said there is a bit of an echo.
I would trust her on it more than you'd trust me. Like, I didn't even think about like this making much of a difference.
Yeah.
And then I listened to it like side by side. Like I made a couple of videos, one with this and one without. It was just like, oh shit, like this actually does sound good.
Yeah, so I'll have to get me a mic and a camera because, like I said, I do not enjoy not having the phone in my hand. And I probably need to get a more comfortable chair because right now I'm in a folding chair. Because this isn't technically an office. I need one. This is a room I put all my horror shit in. So this is where I wanted to do it because all the shit's in here. So.
That's like trying to like I just bought this chair not long ago, and I'm so glad I did because the chair I've been using was just like a living room chair, and it was garbage. It was so bad. But upgrading it to like this desk chair was a very smart idea.
Yeah, my setup right now is currently I have a Walmart folding table, like one of the small end tables in front of me with my computer on it. And then I have a bar stool chair with a back on it that has the ring light and my phone hooked up as my camera. So it's very hillbilly engineered to work, but it works.
Well, I'll send you. I just sent you a link to the camera that I got for work. I don't know anything about that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
but that was the camera that they told me to get. And I see there's one person watching over on For Horror's Sake, so don't be afraid to say hello. And
it might be Chesley. You never know.
Chesley, what up? Because I want to get
might be.
Ray's reviews. What is up, dude? I hope you're doing well.
Oh, hey, yeah. The duo you've always wanted and you have found, you deserve. Okay.
And Fearsome Figures. That brings a smile on my face. What is up? I'm assuming it's Nick, right?
Listen, Fearsome Figures in here, and you were nice enough to come to our stream. Is there any way you could just save me a box? I'm gonna buy it on the 1st, but my heart can't take the stress. Me and Josh talked about it. I get sweaty and shaky when I'm like, okay, bye, fuck, oh, all right.
Yeah, their site is gonna get heavy traffic. April 1st. It was like 9 Pacific?
Yeah, it was 9 PST, so that's us Easterners. It's 12 o'clock.
Yeah, that is the Terror Box. April 1st, 9 a.m. Pacific. It's gonna be the one and only box from Fearsome Figures this year. It's going to be an autograph prop and 2 11x17s. Now, Chuck, you've gotten more of their mystery boxes than I have. I know I've gotten like the one with Dr. Satan mask in it. I can't remember the last one I got from them. I have to look through my list,
Yeah,
but their boxes are nothing to hide from.
They're always good quality stuff. The last box they did that I can remember is the Terror box. Was the themes were House of a Thousand Corpses, Dexter, and Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and it came with an 11x17 and the 11x14 of the guy who played Harry. God, why am I blanking on his name? And then a custom
Morgan.
pin.
Oh, you made the actor's name. Gotcha.
Yeah. A pin from Texas Chainsaw that is custom done for them, and then the bust from House of a Thousand Corpses, which is right here. This is the Trick or Treat Studios bust, and those things are like $20, $25. And then the autograph, I met him. His autograph was like 40 or 50, and their box was $75 shipped. So I mean, you got the value of what was in it.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's definitely one thing you don't have to worry about with their boxes. The value is going to be there. I want to also say what's up to Brody. Brody was one of the first people to reach out and say that they were happy that we were doing this, that seeing our channels do something together was exciting. So Brody, thank you so much for that support.
That's awesome.
And the crypt, I know Brody's really pushing forward with the crypt and everything. So really excited to see what the next stage in that's going to be. I know there's been some bumps, but it's really awesome to see the pieces come back into place. And it was Eileen, not Chesley, who was waiting. So,
okay. Because she messaged me and she was talking about she just got out of the shower and stuff. And I was like, well, I think we might go live. So, and like I said, I have my phone hooked up as my camera, so I can't be like, yeah, we're live now. But I can jump over to Facebook and see if I can. But yeah, we know the crypt. We did the video for. We won a T-shirt and a few swag things. Chesley did. We did that video together. Only if they were closer. We would definitely want to go check out their pop-ups though. Oh, and I got this in the other day, and I know it's weird if you see my legs because I'm wearing different weird shorts with a T-shirt because it's hot as hell in my house. I had to order the Spanish version, but it is brain dead and it's dead alive. So I'm pretty excited to show Chesley this.
I'll have to watch it, man. And I had to mute because Cujo's coughing, but I want to go back to something real quick. Brody sent me. You did the unboxing for the shirt. I got a mystery package at one point, and this has been a while back. I had no idea who it was from, didn't know what it was, and I think I ended up seeing it was from Brody, and I was really confused because I hadn't won like anything in a raffle. So I got it open, and I had recorded the video for everything, and it was like 11x17, 11x14 of Bob Gunton from Shawshank Redemption. And it was such a sick piece. And Brody had found it, knew I love Stephen King, and threw it out in the mail to me. Like, one of the coolest pieces in my collection. Like, it's up on the wall upstairs now. So that's something that I will never forget. What's up, Craig? How are you?
Well, that's weird. I typed in.
I just saw that.
And it came up to both of ours. That's funny. I guess.
Oh wow! No, I didn't see that. That's weird.
Yeah. And just to let everyone know, we read the comments, but there is a 10-second delay because we're using a streaming platform, and it's not going straight to YouTube. It's going to the platform, then to YouTube. So there is a delay. So it just takes us a second. It takes me even longer because my brain has to catch up.
So I think one thing that might be worth pointing out, since we have some people in here, what we decided to do here. Oh man, what did it do? There we go. What we decided to do here is we're basically going to pick a movie. It's going to be like a movie club. We're going to pick a movie. We're going to watch it. We invite you guys to watch it as well in your personal time. And then we're going to come back around and we're going to talk about it. We're going to discuss it. We do have our first movie picked out. I'm not going to tell you what it is yet. We'll talk about that on Saturday. But from there, we have some ideas. But I think, and Chuck, correct me if I'm wrong here, but I think that we're going to also kind of open it up and take some suggestions and things like that too. So if there's a certain movie, obviously we want to try to be streaming because I don't want to buy every movie that gets suggested. Chuck has an amazing collection already, but we'll see what suggestions we get for it and go from there. We want to kind of avoid like the ones everybody's always talking about, like Screams and Nightmare on Elm Street, and we love those movies, but we kind of want to focus on some of the, I don't know, not low-hanging fruit, because that would have been them, but some of the ones that you don't hear about as often.
Yeah, those you nailed it on the head. So at basically the first or second, whichever we can get to, I'm hoping for the first every month, we'll announce the movie. We'll go live. Me and Josh will talk for a few minutes, announce the movie, let you guys know where you can find it, if it's streaming, if you got to pay for it or not. I will say the first one, I haven't been able to find streaming, but you never know. By April the 1st, it may come back, but I'll double check and let everybody know. And you have all month to watch the movie, and then near the end of the month, we'll come back on a Saturday, and me and him will discuss it and hopefully get some feedback from you guys of what you thought of it if you guys watched it. Basically, a book club for movies. I'm sure people have done this before. I just thought, I'm like, hey, this would be a fun idea. Like,
this is a 100% completely original, never been done before idea.
Exactly, just like commentary videos and all this other stuff, reaction videos. No one's ever done that before. But as we go, hopefully we can get better at this whole streaming thing, because I'm used to looking at my phone, talking to my phone, fucking up a good amount of times, and then editing that out. So
I wrote down Last Shift, suggestion over there from Pearson Figures, so I wrote that down. Eileen, good luck with the doll. That sounds terrifying. I will also say, my facial expressions will always give everything away. So you may have caught the look I just gave the camera. I looked up the movie that we're doing first. I do not want to watch this movie. Like, I don't want to watch it. I hate this movie so much. It disgusts me. I told Emily what it was, and she's like, "You're on your own. I'm not watching that." And
well, I gave you two options.
You did. I chose this one because I need to finally face it, and because if nothing else, everyone is going to be able to hold this against me forever. What a baby I am.
Yeah. So in my head, I have the first two picked out, and then after that, I'd like to get maybe put it 3 options, and we'll do YouTube, Facebook, any place that allows us to make a poll. We'll put it up on, and you guys will vote between maybe 3 or 4 movies, and then we will tally up, the votes to see who won, and that's the movie we'll watch. We will not do a write-in vote, because disaster strikes whenever you allow people just to write in whatever they want, and it just can't happen.
Yeah. So. What's up, Isaac? Looks like Chesley's here. BDK85, our buddy Billy. And I haven't brought this up yet, so this is 100% Josh's Hoarder Corner saying this. Chuck does not have to agree to this.
Okay.
With some of the stuff I've gotten in boxes in the past, like some of the 8x10s that I don't have room for, and they're not all awful. I'm making it sound like everything's crap, but there will be an opportunity for some giveaways and stuff along the way. Some that I've toyed with in the back of my mind. It's not planned out how we would do those or how I would do those or anything like that, but Chuck, it's something that we can talk about, and if it's something you've been interested in, we can find ways to do stuff like that.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm definitely down. Like, someone asked if we're making a separate channel for me and you, or it was just a collab thing. And I think we're strictly going to keep it at a collab type of a situation. We, we came up with movies and mayhem, so it leaves it open. So we could Chesley help with that because I said movies and maniacs, and she said, "Well, that's fine, but I think the
Emily
mayhem's a little bit better."
Emily completely agreed. When I said it to her, Emily's really good about like supporting pretty much anything I do. And if there's a better idea, you can usually see the twinkle in her eye for it. And when I told her this one, I saw the twinkle in her eye, and she told me that she liked this version of it better. So we should
I'm
just run
glad.
any
I'm
creative
glad.
ideas through them first.
Yeah, and hopefully we can get us a good title screen going and an intro screen and stuff like that. Like this will all build over time. Josh works with computers a lot more than I do with work. I am a very technophobe, I guess is what it is. If it's something new, I'd rather not learn it. But as I'm going, I'm learning more and more of this stuff. So hopefully we can get more of this stuff rolling and just look better and be better for you guys. Because this, to me, I've said this before, and I feel that Josh agrees that I'm not in this for money or like fame, I guess, because I don't think I'll ever get there. But I just do it because it's fun to me. And when it stops being fun, I'll stop doing it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I was nervous about doing this because there have been a few people that have asked me to do like podcasts or something similar like that with them. And I'm always, no, not doing it. Nope. I don't want to be a podcaster. I don't want to do something. And here we are. I don't know if you would call this a podcast. I don't want to call it a podcast.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Just because I've said that too. I don't want to do a podcast. Every jerk hole out there has a podcast.
Right. And there's some great ones out there. Don't get me wrong. But
yeah.
I can't pay attention to podcasts. Like, and it's nothing against the people doing them. It's just I'll listen and I'll get distracted and 45 minutes or so will go by and I'll realize I haven't heard anything in the past half hour. I'll have to go back and listen to it again. So it's just hard for me to focus.
Yeah. Chesley said that it's true. He gets so nervous. So she must be talking about my technology thing. I'm telling you, I'll be at the card reader. And if I put it in one time and it denies me, I'm like, listen, I just got paid. I know what's in the bank. So I try it again. It happens at my Walmart all the time. And I lose my patience. It's 0 to 100. And I'm like, I'm going to rip this fucking e-reader off and throw it out the window. But technology is just dumb as hell.
And it's funny with working in software. Everyone just assumes that I know everything about computers or that I can fix their computers. And it's like, nah, dude, like I can help you with the product I work on, but that's about it. Like Chuck, when we started doing this, he went through like training videos and like how to use this software and stuff. And I'm like, I should do that. And I did watch one, I promise, but you were a lot more prepared than I was.
I'll tell you right now, I am definitely the guy that will go to the library and be like, you think I can get the how to stream on YouTube for dummies type of situation? I'm like, listen, if you could do it with pictures, what's up, CSR Collectibles?
What's up, CSR?
That's very cool.
It is.
Appreciate
Yeah,
you coming
awesome.
by. But yeah, I would definitely get if like I don't follow directions well, so if you can put it in picture form, I'm dead on it. I'm like, okay, here we go.
Yeah, absolutely. That's where I used to be, but like just picking up on things randomly as I'm working on the stuff here. Rusty Trombone, how you doing? I don't know, man. I feel like just for a test with no notice, like the amount of people that have been coming in and out, I feel like that's pretty promising.
Yeah.
I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much.
I very much appreciate it. Like I expected maybe Chesley to stop by and be like, okay, you guys suck, and then she bounces or something like that. But for 10 people to be here, especially Fearsome Figures and CSR, and then we got and all these other great people, I'm tearing up. But I knew I talked about this with Desi as we was going to an event. I told you I went to that thing in Huntington yesterday. I said, when I get Josh on camera, I want to ask him, because I would like to think people think of us as we're pretty nice guys when we come to judging people like boxes. The things we pull out box, I'm like, I was a little disappointed, but it's still good in the collection because I don't have it. Now, Loot Crate, I'm pretty hard on because they're Loot Crate.
Yeah.
We don't talk about those no more. But I would love to know what really makes you mad, Josh. What really grinds your gears?
I think when it comes to like mystery boxes and stuff, it's I like originality. I want something that's unique. I don't want the same thing every time. There's nothing wrong with that. Like Zobi does great. Their box has been doing really well, and it's pretty. You know what you're going to get, right? And that's fine because you're going into it knowing these are pieces you're going to get. When it's that those safe boxes of like, think about the ones you can get from Walmart. I think Shutter or something was
Shutterfly,
like,
I think.
Shutterfly,
Culturefly,
Culturefly. That's it.
Yeah.
And it was just kind of junky, proppy, like little toys and stuff, but it was so just cheapy, nothing special to it. Like, it was kind of boring. Gotta mute real quick. So even like with one time, a long time ago, I may have been working with a mystery box company, and my goal with it was do something unique. Something in every box should stand out. Something should be different. And like the Green Goblin dust, how it was just that unique piece. That's what I love, is when I get a box from one of these companies, I want it to be something that it's like, I've never seen this in a box before. I've never thought about getting this out of a box before. Stuff like that is what I really enjoy and look forward to.
Is there anything outside that kind of grinds your gears? Because we were driving, and the biggest thing, because I do conventions. You just left that convention, and you had your opinion about some podcasters. And what really
to be fair, I had a chance to talk to the podcasters and what happened and everything, and I did kind of. I went into a situation with really high expectations because that was the situation that I was looking forward to. So I went into it with this, like, this is going to be the most amazing thing. And there were a lot of moving pieces to it. Like, they needed the crowd's help to ask questions, participate, and all this. And we were pretty quiet. Like, we didn't ask questions. We didn't do anything. They needed, like, Brad Greenquist. Like, when they asked him questions, they wanted him to be able to respond. And he didn't really talk much. So they did have a really difficult time, or a really difficult job. And it was kind of unfair of me to kind of complain about him to the extreme that I did.
All right, listen. I'm a hard head, so if I would have said it, I'd been like, I'm sticking to it. I don't care if they called me and was like, "This is what happened." I'm like, I don't care. You guys suck.
In some situations,
I didn't listen to them, so I don't know.
Yeah, in some situations, I absolutely am. Like, I'm not just going to change my opinion on something just because. But if you come to me and talk to me about it in like a respectful way, and not a way that's like, you're an asshole, why would you talk about us like that? Why would you say these things? Then I'm a lot more willing to speak through the situation, and understand and see it through your eyes. And that's what happened, was they were willing to speak to me on it, and I understood their perspective from there.
Yeah, but
and I might have, your mystery box question, I might have blown because I started trying to be careful with my answer.
Yeah.
I felt like, it was not intentional at all. Like, literally, I don't buy the Zobi boxes. It's not that I don't like them. I think they are great. I think they've been really picking up and hearing feedback, and that's awesome. It's a safe box because you kind of know what to expect, and there's nothing wrong with that. Me as a collector, like Fright Crate, when they were doing well before they didn't do well anymore, they were great because the Zero Resin figures, you always knew you were going to get that one piece, and that was the unique piece to it. Bambox, now that they're bringing back the props, I'm excited about that. The last props you got, though, I will say, that was a stretch.
Yeah. Now Chesley loved the Firefly pendant from The Last of Us.
Yeah,
because she liked the game and we watched the show together every Tuesday. Because that's when we had our time together, our free time to watch it. But she loved it and she was happy to get that pendant. And I was like, that's cool. And then the Gent necklace, I mean, it's fine. And then the worst one I think the first one that came back, it was the big 9 3/4 metal plate. It didn't have a hole so you could hang it. It didn't have nothing. I don't know what it was supposed to be for. I think somebody just cut it. I was like, that's cool. And just kind of like, yeah, that's what we're selling.
Yeah, those were weird. Those were weird. And it was weird because it wasn't official art. It was like the art on it was like fan art.
I mean, you know.
What's up? What movie won? How are you? Dude, I don't know. The top collection this year is going to be tough. There was something I was going to... Oh, so even like to CSR's point, it must have been Doug that stopped in. I'm not sure if he's still here. But to CSR's point, you know, their last box that they did, it was 2 masks and an 8x10. Okay. And there was a variety of masks and then a variety of 8x10, whatever. Mm-hmm. I personally got the Slappy mask, Jacobson. I can't remember his name now. Yeah, Jacobson, whatever. And I got the Alan Robinson Stuntman Scream mask. And then the 8x10 I got was the guy who picked out the use of the hockey mask. So when people get mystery boxes, I can understand them expecting every box to be, we'll focus on Scream, every box to be Matthew Lillard, Ski, whatever. With where I'm at in my collection, I think I said this in my unboxing video, I don't need more Matthew Lillards. I don't need more Skeets. With how I like the movies, I like the stuff that is like unique. I think that hockey mask is cool as shit. I think I was bummed I didn't get that. Like, that's the dude from 3D who was a prop guy, and they were like, we need to figure out a mask. He's like, how about a hockey mask? And now that mask is iconic. Like, that dude picked up a mask. It was just like, yeah, sure, why not? And it's iconic. I think that is one of the coolest pieces that I've seen in a mystery box.
Yeah, I think he was a big Red Wings fan.
Is that what it was?
He just had it in his trunk because he was playing hockey and stuff. So he was like, let's do this for some lighting test or whatever. And they liked it. And then they custom made the mask for it. There's a big... if you watch, it's not the Crystal Lake Memories, like the big fucking 8-hour documentary. I think it's on In Search of Darkness, maybe 2. They talk about it, where he thinks he is the creator, and then there's another guy that worked on 3 that thinks he is. So they have a bit of a disagreement with each other. Because I know you were a little jealous that I got that, and you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all right.
And one thing I did forget to show off in my video, and you didn't mention at all, and I was moving the box out of here to make room and to go in the trash tomorrow. And I was like, oh my God, I forgot this. It was still on the side of the box. But the piece signed by Grant from Willy's Wonderland, I forgot to show that in my video. But
yeah, I didn't even think about that. Way to go.
I know, right?
He's going to watch that video and he's going to be like, man,
what a dick.
You didn't include me.
I know this fat kid from Four Horse Shakes' name was Chuck and he was supposed to put it in the video. Chesley hates that movie, by the way, if you've ever seen it. I love it. I thought it was fun.
That's what we need. We need CSR. We need some masks from Willy's Wonderland.
Willy's Wonderland. Listen, we might be getting this would be the time CSR to buy up the Spirit Halloween Freddy Fazbear masks, because that movie's coming out soon, and you're gonna need your Matthew Lillard on stuff and whoever else is
that's
gonna be in
true.
there.
I made a joke. I felt like a jerk for it. Rare Tracks. They had the Friday the 13th mask first, and I said something in the mystery box bunker about like you and CSR should team up and have this convention specifically for stuntmen. And I was doing it in like my normal like sarcastic, like it sounds a good idea, but I understand that this wouldn't be a good idea thing.
Yeah.
And the guy from Rare Tracks commented back this like extended reason as to why they wouldn't be able to do that. I was like, bro, I was just kidding. Like, I'm sorry.
I'm just fucking around, man.
I felt bad that I made him put that much effort into his spots. Like, I really was just kidding, bud.
He could have been like, nope.
Right. That was the first thing that came to mind when I read it was Happy Gilmore. A simple no would have been fine. But,
Well, working in the convention scene, we got to be very. Desiree is our head. She's the top of the chair, and she answers most of the messages when people comment or send message to Kazakhon, and you have to be very tactful whenever you answer the questions. You can't just be like no, or anything like that, because people would see it as rude, and then you get the whole sob story of like, I tried to message them and was just a simple request for a guest to come, and they were very rude to me, and then you get that blown out proportion. A lot of people just don't understand the headache and stuff that's involved into getting a guest to come. Like, we spent months trying to get, a contract worked out with, one person. We try to get a certain person, and I can't mention it because, then people will be like, well, then why didn't you get them? They said, hey, send me the information. We send them the information. They wouldn't answer us. So one person we did try to get was Tommy Oliver, Jason David Frank, before he sadly passed. We wanted him from year one so bad, because that would have been a great pull. But the people that run the Lexington Comic-Con that went on this weekend right now, they bought the convention that was in Huntington that was called TriCon, which was a Tri-County convention, and named it Huntington Convention, just like they did the Lexington convention. And they had a monopoly on Jason Frank. Like, they owned the Inner Geek Comics and stuff like that. And he would always go to there and do autographs there, and then go to their conventions. You would see pictures of them two together, the person that owns the convention, and then like out at events doing stuff together. I'm like, this is why this guy's not answering us.
Right. And so I wanna call someone out. So I'm gonna call something, not someone. Uncle Ed, like I don't disagree entirely. I think people just have really high expectations for a mystery box. People want to get a mystery box, and they want to resell everything out of the mystery box that might not fit their collection. And when they get something that is, bro, come on, man.
Please hold for Cujo.
You good? All right, he's sorry. I'm sorry. Like, oh my gosh, Cujo, come on, buddy. I apologize. In the future, he will be in another room being adorable. It's people buy these mystery boxes and they see all these pieces they can reflip because it's a name that you immediately recognize, and that's what people want. I want to research. I want to understand. I want to know. I'm sorry, Ed. I went on a different tangent. Never mind. I'm going to continue my tangent, though, and not directed at you. When I get something, I love the research part of it. Like, since getting the CSR mask, I already knew some of the stuff that Alan Robinson had done. But even just the new pieces that CSR put on their website and the research I did on my own, did you see the pieces they put on there from, like, Forrest Gump?
I haven't had a chance to look yet.
He was the leg stuntman in Forrest Gump. So the running scenes, I think he did some of the swimming scenes, and then one of my favorite ones that they put on their website, and I saw the picture and I was like, "Fuck yeah!" I'm so glad you put that up there. Was Scream 1? I think you mentioned this in your video. The TV and then the body, and he signed it right across his chest. Like there's one version that has sparks flying out of the TV and one that doesn't. And I was just so stoked that they included that because of everybody who probably has the picture of Matthew Lillard in that scene signed by Matthew Lillard, and it's like it's not Matthew Lillard.
No, they wouldn't let him let a TV fall on him.
I felt bad this morning. Maybe it was last night. One of the kids was like running and scooting on this mat towards the TV, and I'm like, "Yo, relax. You're gonna stew yourself." She's like, "What does that mean?" Like, go ask your mom. I don't think Emily likes when I joke like that.
We got off tangent, but I was what got me on the whole things that make me angry was there's a cornucopia, if you will, of things that just grind my gears. But it is cosplayers. Not cosplayers that go to conventions and love to just dress up and be like, okay, yeah, that's your favorite character. Cool. Awesome. Let's take some pictures together. Take pictures of you. You did a great job in your costume. You worked hard. I understand that. It's the cosplayers that are professional cosplayers. It's the ones that want tables at conventions and wants to like have like photos of themselves in different costumes that want to sell the photos or sign them and stuff and go, man, come on. I don't know what it is.
It seems so
but
popular,
it's just
though. Like that does, and like getting bigger and bigger. Like not slowing down.
Ohio, there's a convention in Ohio. I think it's OhioCon. It has a whole section of tables that they give to professional cosplayers.
It would be Ohio.
But that is a thing. Like people love to be like, oh my god, Kissy Kissy Boo Boo Face is going to be here at the convention, and she dresses up like this character. I can't wait to meet her. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
I'm just that kind of asshole that I'm like, no, this is stupid.
I'm weird because like even Creature Feature Weekend, like if a stranger came up and talked to me on day one, I would have been like, leave me alone. I'm not here to meet people. I'm here to get autographs. On Sunday, I'd have been like, yeah, what's up? How are you? Like it takes me that long to like be comfortable and open up and allow someone to come talk to me. And that's something I'm working on because I want to be more approachable. But it's like with the cosplayers and stuff walking around, like there was somebody that was like a clown with a big mallet, and it was like, get away from me. I don't want my picture taken with you. I don't want you to wave your mallet at me. Leave me alone. And on Sunday, it would have been, please get away from me. Yeah. Like it's cool. I saw some really impressive stuff, but it's still weird.
Right here, Uncle Ed, I know he works at, what is it? I'm an asshole because I can't remember. You told me what convention you do the vendor room and stuff for. Oh my God. I'm an asshole, Ed. You'll put it down here. I know you will. But he said if a cosplayer buys a table, yes. If a cosplayer buys a table, that is their money. They can do whatever they want at that table. Yeah, I'm completely fine with that. But it's when they contact you as, hey, I'll come to your convention and basically bring my celebrityness to your convention if you give me a table. And no, don't. No, it will never happen.
What's up there, sort of stuff? Sorry, I didn't interrupt.
Yeah, the Chiller Theater. Yeah,
dude, Chiller Theater. That lineup that they've been throwing around is massive.
He sent me the list, and it's a list. I'm talking. That's got to be multiple of the armories that I work in to fit all just the celebrities in.
Massive. It was blowing my mind. Like the first day that they started announcing names, it was like they just dropped everybody at once, but there was just more and more and more. Yeah. So if you're into conventions, check out Chiller. I don't know if I can put You know,
And because they have a variety, it's not just horror. It's like horror, and you have just it just kind of keeps going. You have a little bit of everything for everybody.
absolutely. Let's see here, Chiller Theater Convention at Hilton Parsippany, New Jersey, and what's happening? Mike Love of the Beach Boys, David Marks of the Beach Boys, Priscilla Presley, Jamie Lynn Sigler, Robert Lear, I believe is how I say his last name. Drea
They got Billy
Donadio,
Zane coming.
Billy
That was
Zane,
pretty exciting
yeah.
to me. Yeah, Billy Zane's
So
on there.
Michael Biehn from Terminator, Edward Furlong. Yeah, it's insane. Oh man, it's a 25th anniversary reunion for Titanic. Francis Fisher is going to be there too. That's crazy. I didn't see that before. Chuck Zito
Yeah,
from Sons of Anarchy.
I know he was, the bad guy in Titanic, but I know him from, the Phantom and the best demon in Demon Knights. I mean,
Absolutely.
I want a piece from him from Demon Knights, definitely.
You were the bomb in
If I get a
Phantom,
chance to meet
Gio.
him.
Oh shoot.
It's time to go to bed.
It's time for Cujo's eye drops. I do need to get out of here and get ready for the rest of the night though. I didn't expect this to. I think we plan on just jumping on, making sure that it could stream, and then you all ambushed us in the best possible way.
Watching. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to thank all of you who stopped by. Brody, if you're still here, thank you. Jesse Lundberg, I see you in here now. Derek, I know you just stopped in. Uncle Ed, CSR and Fearsome Figures, like everybody who took time out of their night to stop by. We're doing this again on April 1st, so looking forward to it.
Yeah, April 1st. We don't have a time yet, but we will announce it. We're going to let Josh go, and I'm going to get out of here. You guys have a good night. Thank you very much. We appreciate you watching.
Yeah, thanks, guys.